Okay, hey y'all, and welcome on back.
Let's get on with today's lesson.
Silencio! Uriel. Yeah, those are angels. Kupala.
Okay then.
What is the esoteric study of Jewish texts called? You literally just said it. Kabbalah.
Cool.
I can pay attention. Okay. Quick run down to the kit. I give thee food, weak kitty. Okay. And then we're spending the day with Moon.
Hello? Yes! So for lunch, I had a melon pan, then a katsu sandwich. Then an age pan, a kane pan, a yakisoba pan, apple strudel, another age pan. But I gotta have my rice, too.
Naturally.
I think that might have been too many carbs.
You don't say.
Today, a girl in my class asked me, "Who's that cute guy you went to Umiyushi with?" She wanted me to introduce you to so you could eat lunch together. Without me. Girls always go for guys like you. Or my little brother. I guess looks really are everything. But once we're dead, we'll all just be bones. You can't tell a handsome skeleton from an ugly one.
Says you.
Not again! Why do my memories make me so damn hungry? Hey waiter, another tonkatsu special! While we wait for the food, let me share a little Senryu poem I wrote. He who cuts you is no friend, but he who katsu you, flavor until the end. Huh? Oh. Oh! My stomach! Emergency!
Better to run.
Whew. That was way too close. If that toilet was just a bit further away, oh boy.
Feeling sick, bro?
No, I'm fine. No worries. Everything's good and normal over here. Except for my weight, that is. Ah! The Gourmet King shouldn't say things like that. I didn't mean to be so crass. I mean, who wants to talk about toilets while they're eating? I keep saying toilet. Sorry.
And Moon 4.
Okay, enough of that. Let's shovel that food down. We have to eat every chance we get. Because once we're dead, all we'll be eating is dust. You know, just like my little brother.
welcome back.
What it do? That's the plan.
Huh?
Junpei's being pissy. Come on. Let me talk. Second, y'all. Performance chugging a little, so let's get that closed. Yeah, let's get our study on.
Buka, your notes look so trendy. I kinda wasn't expecting that.
Oh no, these are Natsuki-chan's notes. She let me borrow them since I was out trapped in Tartarus.
It's kind of hard on the eyes, though.
It is rather colorful. I wonder how many different pens she uses. That said, there's actually quite a bit missing from these notes.
Oh, you're right. This part just has the equation and no answer, and this page is full of doodles. And this part, is that a drool stain? Hey, it may not be the best study material, but it's the thought that counts, right?
Mm-hmm. I've been trying to think of a way to return the favor.
I mean, fill in the blanks.
Huh? Oh, are you saying I should fill in any parts she missed in her notes before giving them back? That sounds like a great idea. But it's going to be a lot of material. I wonder if I can finish it all.
Then we'll help you out. It'll be a good review for us, too.
Thanks, you two.
Don't fucking drag me into this.
Here, let me see those notes.
Oh, yeah.
Academics still stuck at 3.
All done. It looks wonderful.
Natsuki-chan's in for a real surprise when she sees this.
It's so weird having academics be the last thing to level up. Well, hopefully she likes it. If not, I'll smack the
I'm sure
shit
she
out of
will.
her.
I couldn't have done it without your help. Thanks, you two.
Well, it certainly helped us study too, right?
I'll make sure to give Natsuki-chan the notes back tomorrow. Good night.
Hey,
Junpei? I have. Bro, what's your issue? Am I gonna have to smack a bitch?
fight, Sengoku.
War of Masakado.
So,
There's a theory that the Taira no Nasakato thought up the prototype for an item essential to battle. Now, what do you think the item was? It's very special to, or it's something every samurai needs. Katana?
yes, exactly.
Alright. Well, what's more before anything else? Kitty needs food badly. And nope, not Polonium Mall. We need the shrine as we're getting our hanged man on. Can I please not get my hanged man on? I do not want to pull the pin on this live grenade. What's wrong, little girl?
I don't know what to do. My dad. Dad. He hit me. He's so mean. It's not fair.
That is awful, truly.
Yeah. You think so too? That's mean. Stupid meanie. All I did was ask why they're getting a divorce. They got mad at me and said to stay out of it. So I kept asking, but Dad yelled at me and he hit me. Then Mom said it was my fault for asking so much. I don't know if they love me anymore. Do they just wish I would disappear?
They would never.
Never? But then, why do they get so mad?
Because adults are just large children.
What if I ran away from home? I want to know how they really feel about me. If they
Please.
love me, will try to find me, right?
Please don't fucking do that. Bad idea, and most likely I'd be implicated in your disappearance.
It's a secret, okay? Don't tell Mom and Dad I'm running away. I know you won't tell.
Well, I will rat you out the second I have a chance to. I ain't going down for this. Rank up.
I have to go now. Let's play again sometime.
And that's the summary of what happened on the night of the 7th. These shadows seem to be quite a bit more formidable than the ordinary ones.
I see. So our enemies are growing stronger as well. Well, it's not all bad news. In fact, I called today's meeting because...
Hold on. Before we go on, I'd like to ask Kirijo-senpai something.
Oh?
I know I'm not the only one thinking this. So much has been happening lately. I feel like I've just been getting dragged along without really understanding anything.
Oh boy,
But
yes.
now, I want answers.
I mean, I don't really care about
So I'm
answers.
gonna ask you straight out. You've been hiding something from us, haven't you, Senpai?
But I would appreciate it if y'all'd stop forcing me to be the leader. I have made it very clear on several occasions that I am doing a grand total of jack, shit, nothing, zilch, nada, and any other synonym, antonym, and or alternate way of saying thesaurus. I'm not fucking doing anything. Stop dragging me along. Continue, Yukari.
You're always acting like you don't know anything about the Dark Hour or Tartarus. But they're connected to that accident 10 years ago, aren't they?
What accident?
Yukari-chan?
There was an explosion near our school and a lot of people died. It must have been big news back then. You know about it, don't you?
Yes.
Luckily, no students were injured. But something is off here. At the time of the incident, there were several unexplained absences. Seems like more than just a coincidence to me.
What do you mean?
Well, I dug up some old school records and found something interesting. Those students weren't just absent. They all suddenly collapsed and had to be sent to the hospital. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Remember those girls who bullied Fuka? They had to be hospitalized too. I want an explanation. What really happened on the day of that accident? The Kirijo group built our school, so you have to know something. Tell me the truth.
I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, it just never seemed relevant. But
It's okay. It's not your fault.
all right, I'll tell you everything. Shadows have many mysterious abilities. Some research indicates they can even affect time and space. We think of them as our enemies, but what if we could somehow use them to our advantage? They could be a source of unimaginable power, couldn't they?
What?
14 years ago, one man pursued that very line of thinking. He was the former leader of the Kirijo group, Koetsu Kirijo, my grandfather. My grandfather was obsessed with the shadows. He wanted to harness their power to create something extraordinary.
Create something extraordinary?
To that end, he assembled a research team and had them amass a number of shadows.
He was collecting them? Damn, that's freaking crazy.
But 10 years ago, during the final stages of the project, there was an accident, and the experiment failed. They lost control of the Shadow's power, altering the nature of the entire world.
They fucked around and found out.
You can't mean...
Yes, Tartarus and the Dark Hour. According to the records, the accumulated mass of shadows split into several large ones that later dispersed. These are the shadows we've been encountering on nights when the moon is full.
Maybe that's why it's difficult to predict where they'll appear.
Wait a minute. If what you said is true, then why did our school turn into Tartarus? Don't tell me. Is it because that's where they conducted the experiment?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Then those students who were hospitalized...
It's just as you fear. It was a highly populated area, and the Kirijo group had influence there. They could essentially do as they pleased. Port Island must have been the perfect location for them. So yes, as you guessed, the experiment 10 years ago was conducted at Gekkokan High School.
Just what are you trying to say here? So that's the whole purpose behind Seas? We were dragged into all this just to clean up their mess? You lied to us? And you knew too, didn't you, Sanada-senpai? You've both just been using us! Or do you not care as long as you're the one who gets to do the fighting?
I never said anything like that. I have my reasons.
Think what you'd like, but it was my decision not to share the information. I'm sorry. It was never my intent to deceive you. Convincing you to join Seas was my highest priority. I know it may not be fair, but shadows can only be defeated by Persona users. We are the only ones who can fight.
That's hardly the point!
I never had a choice either. It didn't matter if I wanted this power or not.
Okay, counter argument. Most shadows can absolutely be defeated by just raw physical damage. No personas needed. So why is it that persona users are specifically required?
Mitsuru, that's enough.
Takeba-kun, it's only those in the past who are to blame.
Like, just think about it. If the requirement of it being Persona users is because you have to be awake during the dark hour, then that still doesn't track, considering there are plenty of people, such as Shuji here, who are awake during the dark hour but don't have a persona. See, that's one, at least in Persona 5 and 4 for that matter, it made sense. Only Persona users could really enter the TV realm or, you know, invite normal people in, and the shadows in that realm were just absurdly more powerful. In Persona 5, the metaverse could straight up only be accessed by Persona users and metaphysical beings. So it makes sense there, less so for 4, but still makes a sort of sense. Persona 3, on the other hand, even just normal-ass people can wake up during the dark hour, and there are a lot of relatively weak Persona, going so far as to normal people with a fucking dagger could hit weaknesses and knock them down.
And they lost their lives as a result of what they did. We're all in the same boat here. None of us deserve the burden that's been thrust upon us.
But that's...
It's been 10 years since the incident in question. No one knows why those shadows suddenly returned. But now that they're here, we have the chance to find and destroy them. Do you realize what that means? What if I told you that the 12 shadows are the cause of everything?
You're saying if we defeat them all, Tartarus and the Dark Hour will disappear?
Exactly. That's what I was going to tell you earlier. See? It's good news, isn't it?
Can that really be true?
There's evidence to support it. And this is where our true battle begins.
Our true battle.
Regardless of what's happened in the past, we must fight to protect the people. The shadows are gaining strength. We can't afford to wait for them to strike first.
Right.
And there are still many mysteries surrounding Tartarus. For instance, why did such a gigantic structure appear in the first place? The answers must be out there somewhere.
12 shadows, eradicate them all, blah blah blah. 6 remain. Gonna hit up Club Escapade real quick. Come on.
Go have a look for yourself.
As we want to get the security notes. And I imagine this eventually, so I'll just go on and buy it as well. And for tonight, the Davel.
Today, I'll tell you a funny story. These days, even a grade schooler knows how to buy stocks online. How about you? Interested in stock trading?
A little.
That's the spirit. If you keep all your money in the bank, your modest gains will be offset by outrageous fees. Don't let the fear of bankruptcy dissuade you. It pays to be aggressive in the management of your assets. My company just went public on the stock exchange. Since our sales were skyrocketing, we decided to sell shares. And guess what? the number of shareholders skyrocketed too. And now listen, this is the funny part. The majority of our shareholders are also our customers. They keep buying more of our products, so of course the stock will rise. Isn't that hysterical? You should learn to appreciate the irony. I'm thinking of offering you a job, so come up with some stories of your own.
That sounds an awful lot like stock manipulation, possibly pyramid schemes.
Have you been keeping your promise? You didn't tell anyone, did you? If you go back on your word, I'll find out where you live and ring the doorbell every night.
I'll just ring the doorbell to zap you.